Coming up here on Mountain News this morning, the men and women working at nursing homes here in the Commonwealth celebrate how far they've come since the beginning of the pandemic. And Kentucky artists are given the chance to have their work shown at the state capitol.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning to you. It's just before 5 o'clock on this Tuesday morning. I'm Dakota Makris. I'm back from a short little vacay. Let's take it over to Brandon for a look at your forecast this morning. And Brandon, that vacation has my allergies all messed up.
Exactly.
So bear with me this morning.
That's all right. Yeah, we got it. But let's go on over to graphics this morning and take a look, see what's going on there. And you'll continue to see no visibility issues showing up on the sensors, but we are seeing again some dense fog out there in spots. So be careful of that. One of those spots is not US 119, US 23 at Pikeville, but you can see it's kind of building in there as we approach the 5 a.m. hour this morning. Temperatures a little bit warmer than yesterday across the region. We're at 42 in Clintwood, and then basically 55 to 60 in a lot of other locations. A couple of cooler spots there, 50 in Harlan, 53 in Middlesboro, London, and Irvin, and then 47 up toward Ashland, but a lot up mid to upper 50s. Dew point still very nice. Look at Pikeville and Wise, 30s out there this morning. Not too bad at all. A little bit on the comfortable side, getting closer to the sticky there out toward Lake Cumberland. We'll keep an eye on that for you. Breakfast forecast for today, we're going to see again things looking pretty good as we head into the morning hours. Once the sun comes up, we'll start those temperatures going up quickly. And I believe sunrise is right around 6:30 this morning, so we should be able to see that on some of the cameras here before too long. Dakota?
All right, Brendan, thank you. Well, Kentucky State Police are investigating a deadly weekend crash in the Lackey community of Knott County. Troopers say they received a call around 11:30 p.m. on Saturday. When they arrived, they found a car overturned in a nearby creek with no one inside. Troopers, along with Kentucky Fish and Wildlife officers, began searching the water. On Sunday afternoon, they found the body of 31-year-old Charles B. Moore of Mowing. He was pronounced dead at the scene by the Knott County coroner. A lawn mowing accident killed a man in Whitley County. It happened just after Sunday night on Wells Lane between Corbin and Williamsburg. The coroner says Joel Dixon was operating a zero-turn mower when it hit wet and uneven terrain, causing the mower to flip. Dixon died at the scene. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers say human remains have been found in 19 unmarked graves at the planned site of the Ford battery plant in Hardin County. Well, they said the unmarked cemetery must be moved in compliance with Kentucky law, but it isn't expected to delay the plant's timeline. They say a previous burial relocation happened in 2003, but the Corps says it was not involved. Governor Andy Beshear presented $750,000 to Bath County to improve emergency services. Bath County will partner with Bath County Ambulance District to construct a new ambulance service building in Owlingsville. The building will include 4 large bays, laundry and equipment storage, and a washroom. The city of Salt Lick received more than $70,000 to add sidewalks along a section of U.S. Highway 60 from the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet's Alternatives Program. The project near the city's Valero Station is the first of several planned improvements. The Big South Fork National River and Recreation Area will help people visit, or people wanting to visit, or do some minor cleanup at remote cemeteries in the park on May 27th and 28th. People who are physically unable to walk round trip will be provided transportation from a designated area on a first-come, first-served basis. Big South Fork is located in northeastern Tennessee and southeastern Kentucky. Well, yard sale season is here, and officials with the Kentucky River District Health Department are reminding everyone of the items you should be cautious of buying secondhand. Public Health Director Scott Lockard says you should always reconsider buying used shoes. The shoes' age is a key factor, as older shoes are likely molded to someone else's feet, and long-term wear of a shoe that is not made for you can cause damage to your own feet.
You know, if they're in like new condition, maybe one thing, but if they're well worn, that's something you really need to take caution with.
Locker adds that even though yard sales are a safer activity in terms of COVID, you should still clean and sanitize any items you take home with you from a yard sale. This week is National Nursing Home Week. People at the Owsley County Comprehensive Care Center spent the day yesterday celebrating and remembering Debbie Clemens, a registered nurse and MDS coordinator for the Owsley County Comprehensive Care Center, says the center was hit especially hard by the pandemic. She says 14 people living there died of COVID.
It's been very tough for us. It's been very hard on our staff and our residents. We had a loss during the COVID.
Clemens says she is thankful that COVID cases are declining, but they are still following CDC guidelines at the center. She says she believes Owsley County Comprehensive Care Center has not had a COVID case since November. Kentucky artists are invited to submit their work to possibly go on display at the state capitol. Governor Beshear says selected art will be displayed for 6 months in the 2 main halls of the Capitol on the Team Kentucky Digital Art Gallery before being returned to the artist. The deadline to submit artwork for consideration for the fall of 2022 exhibit is June 3rd, and pieces will be displayed from July 1st through the end of 2022. More than 260 charities, including several right here in the mountains, are gearing up for a day of online fundraising this week. Today begins the 10th annual Kentucky Gives Day. The 24-hour giving campaign gives the participating organizations the chance to raise as much money as they can. The link to donate is up on your screen. The event is hosted by the Kentucky Nonprofit Network, the State Association of Charities. The association's year-end survey of Kentucky's nonprofit found that many charities are still struggling to juggle an increase in demand for services, workforce shortages, increased cost, and for some, fewer donations. Well, thank you so much for getting your Tuesday morning started with us. When we come back here on Mountain News this morning, biologists make some small discoveries down in Mexico. One of those details in just a few minutes.